Mabuhay pageant fans! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hey Adam G. How are you all doing? Ako guys, hindi pa rin ako mako-move on from the finals night of Binibining Pilipinas. Yup, I'm still on Binibining Pilipinas mode even though the pageant has been done more than a week ago. Well, for me kasi there is still one aspect of the coronation night which I have not fully touched up or discussed fully in case you may have noticed in my comprehensive review last time. Ano sa tingin niyo yung part na yun na I intentionally skipped? Well, eto na. It was the non-inclusion of some of our Binibining Pilipinas candidates like Graciela Leemon, Jasmine Makulangan, CJ Opiasa, and Syria Payumo in the top 12 of the finals night last July 31. Kasi guys, I really feel like making a special tribute or content about them just because how they have run their campaign massively in this year's edition, yet still coming out short in the very end. Ano kaya talaga sa tingin niyo ang nangyari? Why none of these 4 candidates made it to top 12? Well, yun ang pag-uusapan natin, so you better stick around for my thoughts and insight. So guys, let's start with Graciela Leemon. I know a lot of you are still heartbroken why she did not make it to top 12. Well, just like you guys, I am also confused because she really performed well in the all-important crucial events of the competition like the press presentation, primer, and her memorable turn during the national costume competition. In my opinion, Graciela really did nothing wrong and executed everything perfectly. Except perhaps Binibining Pilipinas siguro is really looking for a different girl starting this year. I feel, sa totoo lang guys, Graciela's looks are too fierce for Binibini, who I feel has been more partial with candidates with soft facial faces or beauties, diba? And if you will observe the Binibinis who made it to top 12 last finals night, except for Roberta Tamondong and Herline Budol, the rest of the candidates, napansin nyo, were leaning on the Miss International prototype. So I feel Binibini focused too much on the requirements of its top title this year that girls like Graciela Leemon were not included in the top 12. So far, this is the only reason I could think of right now. But you know what guys, despite all of this, I hope Graciela does not lose hope or give up her dream just yet, as she could probably set her sights to join Miss World Philippines and Reina Hispano in the near future. I think Graciela will be very much appreciated in that pageant system. And buti na lang guys, she is only 23 years old right now and she has more time to think about whether she would like to cross over there or not. But yeah, I see her doing in Reina someday. And now we go to our second girl, which is CJ Opiasa from Zambales. Just like Graciela, we were also heartbroken that she did not make it to top 12. I feel CJ was the biggest casualty of the finals night, just in account of how strong her performance was during the press presentation. Besides, CJ, diba, aminin natin, is also one of the consistent performers during the entire competition, having done so well in other crucial aspects of the competition. So, isipin talaga natin what could have gone wrong? It's probably not of her own doing if you're gonna ask me. And I say this because she wasn't knocked out in her yellow gown when the camera panned on her during the intro of the evening gown competition. Grabe guys, nakita niyo yon? Nanggabog pa rin siya. Even though it was only like what? A 30-second TV exposure? So, kabog talaga siya doon. And we also know for a fact that she has been eyeing the Miss Grand International title from the get-go. But judging how Binibini has relegated MGI as its lowest ranking title this year, given how Roberta Tamondong was the first to be called or announced as the title holder in the final announcement, then suffice to say that just like my reason for Graciela's non-inclusion, Binibini must be pivoting to Miss International talaga this year. Had CJ made it to top 12 last finals night, during the finals night, she would have definitely given some spice in the competition. And I would love for her to go head-to-head with Roberta that night, as the latter was the only one who was screaming so grand in terms of looks, performance, and styling. But I guess, guys, all is not yet lost with ZJ. Perhaps if she is strategizing as early as now, maybe she could do what Justine Felizarta did before, cross over to MWP and aim to win the Miss Supranational title. 'Di ba? Kasi aminin talaga natin, CJ's strong stage presence and killer pasarela skills will definitely be a hit there. And now we go to Josh Di Makulangan from Albay. Sa totoo lang guys, kay Jasmine talaga ako nang hihinayang talaga ng lubusan. It really pains me not to see her not make it on her second try considering how much she really wanted to win this year. When I saw the evening gown that she would have worn for the finals na in-upload niya sa Instagram niya, I thought, wow, that was the best gown of the night. That red gown with a high V cut design was totally perfection for her, and how I wish we could have seen her work it during the evening gown competition. And for me, there was nothing wrong that she could have done. I feel Josh could have made it to top 12 if we are to base it on the era or the time when Binibining Pilipinas was still leaning on its previous format na kailangan performer o kabigera ka talaga sa catwalk in order for you to make it to top 12 or top 10 or during the press presentation. When now in reality, Binibining Pilipinas is slowly reformatting to the prototype of Miss International starting this year. Na you can be the most beautiful, but if you don't look the prototype, well, sorry na lang, pero ligwak pa. So, what went wrong with Josh? In retrospect, I feel she was aiming for Miss Grand International this year compared to her soft stylings na screaming ala Miss International last year. Na feeling ko nagbago talaga yung strategy niya this year, which is to be sexier, fiercer, ala Miss Grand or Globe. And it worked as she is more beautiful and womanly now. But sadly, that peg, I feel, wasn't Binibini was looking for this year. So, in retrospect talaga, she did not do anything wrong talaga. Pero, alam mo yung pag hinilera mo siya sabay-sabay sa mga ibang candidates like Jasmine Omay, Ana Valencia, Nicole Borromeo, ang lalambot ng mga yun compared sa kanilang dalawa ni Graciela, nakabugera talaga sa stage. Naisip ko tuloy, maybe Jasmine is now better suited for the universe. Because I feel Binibini knows Hannah will win or place high in the upcoming Miss International competition. So its mission now is to look for that woman who can be a worthy or suitable follow-up to Hannah. Hence, it wanted more options. Hence, kaya nakita nyo, majority of the Binibini Pilipinas finals in the top top were very soft-looking na ang lalambot nilang tignan in terms of packaging and mold. And yeah, that's the way I see it. And as for Josh, I'm relieved to find out that she is only 25 or 26 years old. So she has still more time to think about whether she would like to join another pageant in the near future or not. And finally, we go to Syria Payumo. You know what? She is another candidate who I was really surprised that did not make it to the finals. Cyril also performed to the best of her abilities in those crucial events where, alam mo, where it mattered the most. She was memorable then during the national costume competition and the press presentation events that I feel she should have made it as well. However, nakikita ko talaga there was one problem Cyril had when she was competing, which I don't know if she noticed or not. Umaangat siya, pero she was still middling in the pack. Yes, umaangat talaga siya, but not enough to be considered as a front runner. And I can attribute this to her packaging and presence during the entire competition. Kasi, na-feeling ko talaga wala sa kanya talaga yung presence, yung strong stage presence. Kasi alam naman natin na sa Binibining Pilipinas, labanan talaga ng mga Diyos ang umaaura sa stage. So it's really not enough that you are only beautiful, but you have to believe that you are the next title holder. And kapag wala yan sa aura mo, like what I feel Cyril lacked, di ka na nila papansin na unlike kung makikita mo si Karen Lori, si Roberto Tamondong, 'di ba? And the rest of the candidates who did all these social media pasabogs, 'di ba? Na tignan niyo ko, 'di ba? Which I feel like Cyril lack. Na kulang sa pasabog, and if you are going to be in Binibining Pilipinas and just be effortlessly beautiful, chances are no one's gonna look at you. So ito yung kulang, and sa tingin ko why Cyril did not make it. Pero guys, pag nakita mo naman si Cyril, lalo na in her limited pasabogs on social media, she had that Miss International look at times. So, sayang. Pero overall, guys, ito talaga yung nafe-feel ko kung bakit hindi siya nakapasok as I try to make more sense about her non-inclusion. So there you go, guys. What do you think about my analysis of the non-inclusion of our favorite Binibinis this year? Did I make sense or not? If not, do you have any other valid points or observations which could have led them to miss the mark this year? Well, let me know your thoughts down below so I could also see your points of view at tuloy natin yung discussion sa comment section. Alright guys, my Binibining Pilipinas coverage will still continue as I am given the chance to interview the newly crowned title holders in Araneta City later this week. So please do watch out for it. So if you guys have any questions for the newly crowned title holders, maybe you would like me to ask and during the interview, please let me know on the comment section then so I could squeeze some of it on my interviews. Alright guys, until my next video, bye!